What up, everybody? This is Jason Lee, and this is Hollywood Unlocked Uncensored.
And this is Melissa Ford, a.k.a. the Curve Queen.
Yo, what's up? It's your boy Giovanni. Hold on.
Okay.
I'm a little sick today. I can't hit it.
I wonder if I gave you my cold. Not that we had any mouth-to-mouth or anything like that.
Man, this weather's been up and down like Drake's emotions, man.
Our last show, I watched it like 3 times with Jesse T. Usher. It was so funny and reckless.
It was.
And the founder of the Tranny Taco Tuesday was all on my Instagram.
Oh, I got a call too.
Actually ran into him in Miami at the Heat game.
Oh,
Ooh.
wow. That's crazy.
Wait, what happened?
Yeah.
He was in your comments. What happened? Was he mad?
Well, I'll get into that. Let's start with Weekend Recap because he's a part of my Weekend Recap. So, Melissa, what did you do? Because I've been trying to stalk your Snapchat. I haven't been able to see you as much lately, and you're starting to be covert in your activities. Why is that?
Because I'm tired of getting my spot blown up.
Oh, really?
Jesus, come on through, Lion King, Maine. I love it.
So basically what you're saying is this radio show is changing our friendship.
I wouldn't say that.
Yeah, because I used to know everything. I know nothing now.
What, just because I went away wine tasting with some friends?
You just got back from Mexico, a.k.a. another country. You just lied about what country you were in.
I
You're
didn't
starting
lie.
to be secretive.
You did not see my boarding pass.
I didn't see anything. So where were you this weekend?
I was wine tasting in Santa Barbara.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that ain't shit.
So
Shut the fuck up.
Well, who did you go wine tasting with?
Oh, I was just with a bunch of girlfriends.
I didn't see one of them on your Snapchat.
They didn't need to be on my Snapchat. It was all about me. My followers want to see me.
But you got
Me,
some
me,
bad
me,
friends,
me,
so they
me.
want to see the friends too.
I wasn't with my finest friends.
Oh, you was with some Ninja Turtles. Tell Donatello I said what up.
Do you have ugly friends?
I'd never say that at all. I'm so playing. But no, I'm so playing. No, but I was just really, just trying to film like the countryside and the vineyards
beautiful
and
out
just
there.
the whole experience. And it was really, 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 really pretty. And it's a lot of fun. And I am now an official expert. So I know how to set
So
up
what
a
did
wine
you
tasting
learn
tour.
about wine that you didn't know before?
Just that I really, really, really
Love it.
like it. I really like it.
You knew
I
that.
really like it. I learned different ways to aerate your wine.
So do you when you're doing your wine tasting, do you drink it or do you spit?
Oh no, I drink. I got fucked up.
Oh
Wait,
wow.
why didn't you say, do you swallow it or do you spit?
I know I should have. Do you swallow or do you spit it? Because you could do either or. I've never been wine tasting.
I in the case of wine tasting, I swallow.
Come on.
Swallow.
In the case of
Listen,
In that scenario, I swallow.
swallowers are leaders. If you're a leader, you swallow.
That's hilarious.
Who starts any job and doesn't finish? Okay, so what else did you do besides that?
Well, now I'm in the process of moving, so like my life is turned upside down. Oh, and I adopted a dog.
And hence the person that says she don't like fucking dogs.
Wait,
No,
wait.
you was dog sitting and you said that dog was getting on your fucking nerves.
Because sometimes dogs are a lot of times dogs are reflective of their owner, and their owner sucked ass. So
Got you.
like
So your
my
new
dog is a
dog.
sweetheart.
Did you find a name? Because I seen you was looking for a name.
I did. I decided there was like 700 comments.
I commented.
Like people, and I hated the name you picked.
What is the name he picked?
I
said
googly
paranoid.
eyes or paranoid.
Because that motherfucker looks
You
nervous.
don't call a dog paranoid. That's like calling your child paranoid.
Yeah.
Come here, you little paranoid bitch.
No, you should have seen the picture, but go ahead.
No, I decided that I'm gonna name her after my girlfriend who passed away this year, Daisy.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Yeah, she looks like a daisy. She's a sweetheart. Oh, she's so sweet. Oh, and Daisy was just a sweetheart, and it's like I don't know, the smallest way that I can commemorate her, memory.
Homage to her.
An homage to her, but yeah.
More of a reason to keep your ass home now.
Okay,
Yeah,
so Gia, what did you do this week?
I was the roast master for Michael Blackston's roast for his birthday.
Oh,
Really?
nice.
Yeah, as Bobby Love, my character.
Wow.
So
Yeah.
how was that?
It was dope. It was Naeem Lynn, Spank, the Plastic Cup Boys, Red Grant. It was a great night. A lot of legendary comedians came out, and hence I almost got into a fight with G-Thang.
Who did?
I almost got into a fight with G-Thang.
Who's G-Thang?
He's a comedian. He's from St. Louis. He's,
Like a real fight?
yeah.
Why?
Because, it's a roast. So, thing about G-Thang is he always guns for people. So he came for me. And I went up there and I said what I had to say, and he tried to rush the stage because
Get out.
I went personal.
Is this on tape?
Hold on.
I think somebody got it
What
on
did he
tape.
say about you, and what did you say in response to that?
I can't remember what he said, but like I said, I was hosting as my character, OG Bobby Love. So, of course, you've seen how he looks. He's an easy target. He said something along the
Bobby
line of,
Love, that 70s suit, the fucking chair, has chest out.
Why do I have an image of that of Martin at the pimp ball or something and Cole and
So it's similar to that. Okay,
So I said, he's one of those comedians that just have a chip on his shoulder because he feel like he should be bigger than what he is. And I
Hollywood's
said,
full of those.
I went personal with it, and
So tell the fuck what the fuck said. Damn.
Well, I can't remember what he said.
What did you say?
I told him, I said, listen, brother, it ain't my fault that your career ain't where you think it should be.
Oh, well, he just went just for the straight jugular.
Oh,
truth.
yeah.
Well,
Carotid.
that
The
wasn't
whole
a
crowd
Slit his
said,
throat.
oh, that was the truth.
No, that was gospel. Maybe I don't know him, so clearly he's not.
Look, I mean,
It wasn't the truth masked in a joke. It was just you just went and slit his throat.
man, I had to, and I just
No wonder
seen
he tried to
the whole
jump
crowd said,
you.
And did he physically really try to come get you?
Oh, he was trying to come to the stage either to try something with me or try to get the mic back. But I'm like, nah, because he's known for that. He's known for that. Like, he's funny, but his 80-90% of his comedy is just him roasting people in the audience.
Yeah, I don't like that.
I've never even seen him do a full set before.
Oh,
So a lot of people in the industry don't like him.
that doesn't sound like
He's still funny, but I got his ass that night.
good for you.
And then what else did I do? I somehow woke up sick this morning. Shit, I don't know how.
That's what happens
I don't
when you
know
live in a
why.
basement.
I
They're
knew
very
you was
drafty. They're
I
very
knew you-
drafty.
First of all, I was out at this event yesterday and it was cold as shit. And I woke up. I saw Lita last night as well.
Oh, well, hello.
And
Where were
then,
you?
We was at
Nobody can-
Hollywood. Right, nobody can see her. We was at Hollywood looking for an event. Then I just woke up with a cold, and me and my girl are fucking arguing like a motherfucker right now.
Why?
Say you're sorry.
Because-
Just say you're sorry.
I am, because I'm working with a girl that she doesn't like, and it's not in my control.
Well, it's work. Shit.
Yeah.
What's the alternative? Not pay the rent?
I think it's the fact that she.
you gonna go from the basement to the curb if you don't fucking work.
I just think the fact she mad that this girl see my dick. That's all.
But apparently your dick is on the internet. Did you send it to her?
Yeah, this was like 2 years ago.
You sent the picture to the girl.
Yeah.
And maybe that's how it got out on the internet.
Nah, this is a different picture. But that's my weekend. Boring as fuck as usual.
No,
Okay.
that's kind of lively.
That was cool, right?
That's kind of
Well,
lively.
my weekend was fucking lit.
I know.
My week.
I know.
My whole week
you got
has
a
been.
beard now. That's how I know you was lit.
Listen, I just got off a plane right now. I just got off a plane, went, had some oatmeal change. I haven't even had time. I get a haircut and everything afterwards. So just so the fans know, I am loyal to the brand and loyal to this job because I am looking like a fucking caveman right now.
Did you say vegan because you look like you're thinner?
No.
No,
Okay,
that's-
well,
Oh
shit.
no! Shout out to Gloria Stefan who took care of me at L'Oreal's this week. I had some great
love her.
Cuban food in Miami,
Yum.
and I had Dos Caminos in New York last night. But let's start with Miami. So, went to Miami. Shout out to the money team. Hung out with them, of course. We did all the normal stuff: the riding scooters, riding bikes.
We saw your Instagram, yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah, we did all that.
Yeah, shout
but-
out to Drew and Blue Collar.
Yeah, Andrew's first time on a scooter and he didn't fall off.
Yeah.
But
Well, his photos were also really good.
No, they were amazing. So Floyd's looking at me when we're getting the scooters, and he's just, because somebody always gets injured on one of our scooter rides. So he's just like, okay, who's gonna get injured? I'm like, nobody's gonna get injured. And then Andrew's like, I've never been on a scooter. So he was looking at me like, your motherfucking team better not get injured. So Andrew didn't fall off the scooter, but then my friends who rode with us on their own scooters got hit by the money team truck. Floyd's like, fuck. Like I knew it was gonna be your people. And I'm looking at my
do you have to sign like paperwork and shit like that?
Nah, they ain't gonna do shit. shit. They want us. They want to walk this earth. They better leave it alone. So she limped over to the corner. You know, we kissed it and made it better. But DJ Khaled's birthday party at Live on Sunday was a fucking movie. I don't know if you've seen it on my Instagram, but Lil Wayne, Flo Rida was there. Your ex, he was there. ASAP Rocky, I ran into him.
Oh wow!
So I'm like, hey ASAP, we cool? He was like, yeah, we cool. I'm like, all right, cool. ASAP was there. Lil Wayne, who else? Flo Rida, Fat Joe. I mean,
I never been
Nicki
to
Minaj
Live.
and Meek Mill was there. Nicki, Baby, Rosa. It was a nice time.
Yeah, man, that sound like I never been to Live.
Live.
Really?
It was Andrew's first time too, and I said to him, I said, if you've never been to a party like Live, and this was Live, like Future was there. I mean, everybody was there. It was a good thing. Tyson Beckford was there.
I'm not much for clubs. Like, you know, I couldn't give a fuck about anything. I'm not easily impressed. First time I walked into Live, I was like, wow.
Yeah.
Making
On
it-
a regular night, it's a movie.
So that night, it
Oh,
was
that
crazy.
night was insane.
I don't know if I
And
would have been able to handle that.
Fabulous was there. The Locks
That's
was
too
there.
much. That's too much sauce in one building.
Fabulous was actually sitting right next to, but Nicki Minaj was right. You know, we get that corner table up top, but she was right below us. So she looked over me, and I could tell she recognized me. I don't know from Love and Hip Hop, but she just recognized me. So she was kind of looking at me, and I just waved to her. She waved back, but I kind of wanted to go over to her and just talk to her. I like Nicki Minaj.
Live.
Nicki Minaj looks like a fucking superstar. She does.
She got the glow.
And you know, she got the glow. So they did her little song with Khaled, and she rapped it at her table, whatever. And you know, it was all love. We had a good time. Live was so much fun, but Miami, I needed to get away from LA. I needed that week to just.
Yeah, you took an extra 2 little days.
I had to go to New York because, as you know, we're working on a project together. So I had to go interview the art director that's going to help us bring this to life.
Well, Art Basel is like a really awesome festival. Like, you know, art festival, whatever you want to call it. I don't know. I don't have
Art Basel was amazing. So we took a picture of Floyd with his hand on Oprah's breast. There was a painting of Oprah. It was like an infused Oprah and Janet Jackson poetic. You know Janet where she had her hands up like this? Okay. Well, it was Oprah's face on Janet's body, and Floyd put his hand on the breast. So we put that up on Hollywood Unlocked. That was pretty fun. But when we were scooter riding, we made a left turn and ended up in Little Haiti.
Oh shit!
You know, it's the area that you see on First
Bad
48
Boys and shit.
Liberty City.
Where people get killed and stuff. So Floyd was like, "Where the fuck do you?"
We're not
have
in
me?
motherfucking Kansas
He
anymore.
was like, "This ain't no fucking Art Basel." I go, "This is continuity." He was like, "No, these are projects." I'm like, "No, this is continuity." He goes, "Those are bars on the window." I'm like, "This is just home protection." But everybody on the block showed love to Floyd and showed love to the team. So it was a good time.
Okay, that's dope.
He rode around. I mean, you know, he got out and talked to people, took pictures. You know,
that was dope.
we had a good time.
So go back to this game when you bumped into you know who.
Oh, so then we went to the Miami Heat game. I forgot we did so many things I forgot what we did. So we went to the Miami Heat game. Everybody was at that motherfucker. Shout out to Q from World Star and Robin from Baller Alert. Everybody, all the bloggers were there. But yeah, I ran into EJ King, who's Chris Brown's stylist, who is the founder and creator of the Tranny Taco Tuesday.
We're not going to call it that. We're going to call it the Community Taco Night.
Yeah, is that what he told you to say?
But you're not a part of the community, so you being there doesn't. Oh, I mean, unless you're telling us something for the first time.
Continue on.
Okay, so the community gathering. So I saw him and we just kind of chatted up, and it was funny. He wasn't tripping.
No, he wasn't.
Okay.
So last night I was in New York City and I was out at the club with a friend of mine. And I was telling him, you know, I was trying to get over a cold and I needed some medicine. And this motherfucker gonna send me a video of Trey Songz's brother jacking off.
That's your medicine.
As if that was somehow supposed to tweak my spirit. Melissa, are you still looking at the video of him jacking off?
You've
been looking at that video for
shut
2
the fuck
minutes.
up, okay? It has been 30 seconds.
Okay, so his name is Forrest. What's his last name?
Forrest
Gump.
Forrest Trunk. I don't know his name, but
Forrest Tucker.
okay, so Forrest Tucker, Trey Songz's brother, he released his dick a couple times, but now on Tumblr is a video of him jacking off with a massive amount of cum.
That's
Melissa, what do you think about the video?
Well, I haven't gotten a chance to watch the video because I'm still stuck on the pictures.
Okay, well, get to the fucking video so you can help our
you've
viewers.
already told me you've already told me what happens at the end.
Go
I don't need to
the
see that
video so you can tell our viewers
And
what
mind
you see.
He sent
Okay.
me this same click, and I refuse to click on it. So I'm gonna just take what you say, Miss Ford. What are you listening
You
for?
don't need to
I'm
listen,
listening.
just watch it. Damn.
I'm listening to see if he's making any noise. I'm just
What?
He'll make noise at the end.
Oh my
Oh
god.
my God.
So Melissa, could he get it?
No.
Why?
Oh my god. Wow.
What are you? What's okay? Can you describe?
Look.
I don't want to see
Okay.
that shit.
Look, Gio.
Can you describe
so-
what the?
He
Oh gosh.
he's not. Jason's not lying. He's stroking himself until
He's got a
whole. He is a yogurt factory.
He's got a lot going.
Yeah,
So anyway,
that's a trouser
That's
mouser right
crazy.
there.
Shout out to Forrest Tucker. We need you and your dick to come
One-eyed
on our show.
I
monster.
mean, what is that conversation like between? What is that conversation like between him and Trey? Like, because you know they both be leaking.
I don't know how you can have opinion about him showing his dick because anytime you put your dick in a text message and press send, you automatically should assume the world's going to see it.
I just like it's like I can't. I don't know.
Anyway,
But
shout out to him for providing that for our viewing pleasure.
with his face in it too, clean in it.
He
Okay.
owned his shit. He should listen. We talked last week about. Didn't we talk about little dicks last week? Somebody had a little dick. I don't know who had a little dick. But whoever had a little dick, that motherfucker had a lot of confidence. This motherfucker don't have a little dick, and he gives 0 fucks.
First of all,
She's still looking.
still
no. How about
watching
this?
it.
It's not. I think it's taken down.
No, it's not.
Okay, I'm trying to hit the same link you
You've
sent
already
me.
seen it. You don't need to click the link again.
Okay, well then I need to go back into my.
So when you see a picture like that, does it?
Okay, first of all, for anybody who has not seen it, and I don't know whatever. First of all, he's very attractive. That surprised me, because the non-famous brother usually isn't that cute.
That's true.
He's fine.
He's probably more attractive than Trey.
He's fine.
Yeah,
he's fine. He looks tall.
Have
he
you
got
seen
a
his
really
baby
nice
mama?
body. I have not. I'm just learning
not
about
attractive.
him. I am just learning about him right now.
Okay.
He is hung like a
Why
goddamn
did
donkey.
you just? Was your mouth watery or something? Why did you just swallow?
What?
You did just
You
fucking
did just
swallow.
take a
Did
swallow.
I?
Yes.
I think I was
Please,
just
in this
catching my breath.
replay
Listen, calm the
that,
fuck
'cause
down,
she-
both of you. Okay, just settle down. Okay, I
Sitting over there
listen.
giving me 2016 Donna Summers with that long ass hair.
And I'm telling you, looking at him.
Go ahead. So,
Go ahead.
so give the analytics of the dick to the viewers.
It is I called it a one-eyed monster. It's big, it's huge, and he is wow. It's straight porn. It looks like Vivid Video.
But you wouldn't let him beat you down with it.
No,
You a goddamn lie.
why would I?
I don't know, because I know when you're telling the truth and when you're lying. And right now, your face is kind of 50-50. You're on the fence.
No, I mean, I don't want a guy who's had all his stuff on the internet. And,
But-
sorry, Gio.
This would never happen anyway.
Yeah, exactly.
But would you?
Wait, what was your friend? What was your friend's name that sucked Trey's dick at the party?
Shit. God.
You could clear it up for context, but it had nothing to do with you.
It didn't have anything to do with me, but the
Even though
blogs
your
made it
name-
about me.
Your name got thrown
The
all in the
blogs
middle
made
of
it
that.
about me. Can I launch into a tirade about the blogs making some shit about me that I wasn't even a part of? I didn't know anything was even happening.
But when that's like when your friend be like, "Girl, I'm going to the bathroom," and then she in there sucking Trey's dick at the BET party. That's a
Dang,
shame.
she a real MVP.
So what did she say about Trey's dick? Did she like it?
She did not say that she did anything
But
with
she
him.
did, though. We know she did.
Listen, whatever went on in that bathroom, only her and Trey Songz know. But there was a lot of speculation as to what went on in the bathroom. And then apparently his pants ripped in the bathroom. So I don't know what the fuck these two were doing. Okay. I didn't want to know. And I was irritated when I got dragged into the mess.
So on a scale of 1 to 10, Forrest Tucker's dick is a what?
In terms of size,
Yeah.
motherfucking 11.
Wow. Lisa over here blushing too.
I mean, because it's big.
But girls, honestly, girls don't like no big old donkey
Who
dong
the
dick.
fuck are you?
Girl,
Who?
let me tell you something,
What?
Hips. You wouldn't. You will have your
Did
moment.
you call me Hips?
Hips, yeah. You have your moment with a dick like that, but you're not
Hold
marrying
on.
that dick.
Oh wait, hold on a
That
second.
dick
Is
ain't
that
gonna beat you up every
is
night.
that because the assumption that big girls can't take big
No,
dick
not that at all.
and skinny girls can?
Honestly, Lisa, do you want a monster
Quit talking to
dick?
people that ain't on the mic.
She's a woman. Would
Okay.
you wouldn't marry that big ass dick, from what you say.
Okay.
First of all, he don't have to lay it all in all
hold
the
on
time.
1 second. I need him
Don't
to,
y'all put the tip in here and there? I don't know.
Listen,
Tell
I was
me.
about to say I need him to put his dick up against a Coke can for scale, just so I could see how, was it 9,
Forrest?
11? Yeah, I don't know what size. That could be 8 inches right there because the camera's right here, so it looks like it's this big. It looks like the Empire State Building.
So look, just so I know for my own research purposes. not that-
Put a Coke can next to your dick, and that's the scale.
What is the prime size? Is it 6, 7,
no,
8?
I'm
10.
10 myself.
You're
Gio,
a
shut the
fucking
fuck
liar.
up.
I put that on my mother in heaven. I'm 10 fucking
Put it on the
inches.
You better
table.
put that
Put
on
it on the table. That's where you put it, motherfucker. You put the dick on the table. You don't put it on your mama. Who the fuck puts their dick on their mama? Nigga, on my mama, my dick is big. Well, hey, mama, dear mama, your son shouldn't be putting your dick on you. Okay? Put your dick on the table, motherfucker.
He got you, Gio.
No, I ain't got him.
Yeah, no.
Shit. Put your dick on the table.
I think
I ain't never heard nobody say, I'm going to put my dick on my mama.
I'm just telling you. I mean, okay,
Shout
continue.
out to all the church community that ain't going to like that one.
Continue.
I feel like a nice size, to rock with for life.
I got a 9-inch dick.
I'd say is 8.5 to 9.
Yeah,
So I
that's-
can't be 1 more inch bigger than you.
You're a
Nope.
damn liar. Put it on the table. Somebody got a Coke can? I'll scale that motherfucker.
I'm a grower, not a shower.
First of all, then go in the bathroom and go watch that video of Forrest jacking off,
Fuck
and then
you.
come back with a
I'll
heart
watch
on.
that
Yeah,
shit.
that wow. If you
He
get a
missed
chance
what I
to see
just
the
said.
video, ladies, just check it out just for your own enjoyment.
Have
Just,
you? Do you
know.
ever watch? Do you watch porn?
Funny you say that. I had a video. This guy decided to put out an instructional video on how to jerk your man off.
Yeah,
And I invited all my girlfriends over to watch it.
yeah.
And at first we were like, wow, because it was massive. It was huge.
Side note: the football player that was getting finger fucked and shit. Why have you not shown me that video?
Oh, because I don't have it.
Find it.
He was getting.
He was getting finger fucked and doing something else.
Oh my God.
Well, he pooted.
That's crazy.
Hold on.
That's crazy.
Wait, he pooted while he was getting his ass eaten?
No, while he was jerking himself, while he was finger banging himself.
Oh my God.
Camera right there. I was like, ew.
You know this cat?
I don't know him. No, my
Can I
friend
just
sent
say
me the
that
video.
on Snapchat, there's a guy named Dick God. So fans follow me. Sometimes I follow back. If you have an interesting name, you're going to get that follow so I can see what the fuck's going on there on your Snap. So I get a follow from Dick God. I'm thinking, okay, this could be good research for the show. So I follow Dick God back. I'm going to send you Dick God on Snapchat.
I don't
You
know
should
if
follow him just to follow him. This motherfucker had all these masturbating videos, Mr. Masturbating fucking girls, getting his dick sucked, whatever. And then he would have like one post that would say, I'm not into guys, stop asking me. And then he had a video of him legs up with a fucking dildo that had like the little balls on it. And he was fucking his ass with the dildo.
Jesus
and
Christ.
I was sitting there thinking, how can you be the Dick God ass? Because I think that while I believe sexual exploration is an amazing thing, if you can cock your legs up and stick a dildo up in your ass,
Very suspect.
I did watch some crazy ass porn.
it
last night.
wouldn't be too too off
It's
kilter.
just a hop, skip, and a jump over
From a
into your
dick
community.
from a dick just
I
ramming
watched
right up
some
in there.
anal shit last night that I came to because I jacked off. It's interesting because I like
Because
to
your girl
see.
was mad at you.
Yeah, you ever seen a girl get fisted in her ass?
I've seen it online. It's too much.
That shit.
Have you ever seen the Jane Kennedy sex tape? It's the first sex
No.
tape of it. It's the first sex tape
time?
ever.
No.
Yeah. You guys don't even. Okay. So Jane Kennedy, who I absolutely love. I really
Jane
love.
Kennedy told Claudia Jordan she could never do her movie.
Shoot.
Jane Kennedy does not want to be seen ever again
At
in the
all.
public light. Yeah, because of what happened to her. This video was her and her husband, legit husband,
Fucking.
and this motherfucker put it out. No, it wasn't of them fucking. It was of him putting his
Fist in her
one
pussy?
finger, 2 finger, 3 finger, 4 finger, 5 finger hand, and then all the way up to here.
In her pussy?
Yes.
Damn.
Yes, that video was
How-
everywhere.
how- okay,
so
how
here, no,
did-
but here's the kicker. Here's what makes it worse is that she was the first black woman to anchor sports on CBS Sports. She was a trailblazer. She was a model. She was beautiful.
She was a fisticuff.
Beautiful. He totally ruined her. And he released the tape after they'd gotten a divorce and she was already remarried. He's a piece of shit.
She got a Grand Canyon pussy.
Sorry.
So back to the
I just
dick,
really, really
so
love
back
Jane
to the
Kennedy.
dick God getting balls up his ass. Is that a problem? Because technically the man's G spot is in his rectum.
Yeah. See,
Which is so weird to me.
You said you let a girl eat your ass before. Yeah. So if you let a girl lick your ass,
No, she ain't going nowhere inside.
but
of
what
my
if
ass
she
with
just
nothing.
starts to put her little finger in just
No,
the tip?
No, I remember a particular somebody tried that shit, and my reflexes slapped the shit out of her.
Why?
No, man.
Wait, so she stuck her finger.
she was trying to, like, she was eating my ass, and then like she started massaging my balls, and the balls massage turned it to rubbing on my shit, and I was
What?
like, oh, and then it started like,
day of the
nah.
week is it? God damn.
What's up?
Well, I
You
will
love
say,
this
I
shit.
will say, no. I'm not. Listen, I don't get turned on by any sexual
No, no, it's
conversation
just- it's
because
so-
I'm a visual and I'm a physical. I have to actually be in the act of doing some really crazy shit to get turned on. You know, one thing masturbating, I will say, is changing for me is that it takes a lot for me to get turned on now. This show, where the fuck did we go?
I don't
We
know.
started with Dick God, then we went to Jane Kennedy, then we went to.
Fisted and all this stuff.
I
Shout out to
mean-
Forrest Tucker. Thank you for inspiring this segment.
Yeah. But about the whole ass licking thing kind of thing. Heterosexual guys like that, and I don't necessarily think there's anything wrong with that. I myself am
Would
not
never
going to
do
do
it.
that.
But what if your
Yeah, you
tongue?
too
What
pretty.
if your tongue is like eating a lot of pop rocks and hard candy, and you got like edge, like your shit's a little rough. So when you lick the ass, it's like sandpaper. Now your ass is
you're
sensitive.
gonna have to ask Gio about that. I don't know nothing
You
about
ever
that.
have you
Wait,
ever?
Gio. So do you tell the girl to lick your ass, or does you just let her go? If she goes there, you let her do it.
I never told them to my past relationships. They just kind of did it because I did it to them, and then they did it to me, and I was like, okay, that's cool.
You licked her asshole.
Yeah.
I'm not judging because
I'm very transparent,
fucking
man.
slutty freak.
I'm
over
a
here.
nasty dude, like straight up. But I want to ask you: have a man ever went down on you? Like, say, just got finished eating a little hot burrito, and he went down on you, and it's like, that shit burns, just like you said with the.
Wait, hold on. Are you asking me if a guy's ever gone down on me after I've eaten a hot burrito?
No, okay. Like, I went down. Me and my girl went to a taco truck, right? And I had the spicy shit. I forgot.
You and tacos,
and then
man.
I went down on her, and she said the shit was burning her. So, like, has that ever happened to you? Like, as a dude forgot he had some little hot sauce on his lips or ate some hot shit?
Yeah, no. That's never happened.
First of all, you shouldn't be going from Roscoe's to eating out Melissa Ford. Like, brush your teeth. I'm huge on hygiene. Don't even get in my bed if you haven't showered, brush your teeth. Like, you have to be completely clean.
Yeah.
I can't have dirty sex. Like, you just came from a jog, a brief jog, but now you want to get in bed. No.
Some women like they man a little
Musty.
sweaty. Yeah, just
Yeah.
a little.
Do you, Melissa?
Every once in a while, it's kind of hot.
No, must is never hot.
Okay.
Okay, but that's the problem. And then when they have a little runt stain in their underwear, see, then it starts to grow.
I guess it's a slippery slope.
Everybody in the face of the planet has had a shit streak in their jaw.
No, we have when I was 14.
No, every grown up has had a shit streak in their jaw.
No, I haven't.
You
I
a
don't do that.
goddamn lie.
I can't.
I was rushing out the door
take
so
you
fast to
guys
the club
today.
last night, I forgot to put on underwear. I got in the club, my pants were sliding down. I was like, hold on. What? And I reached in my pants, I had no underwear.
That shit's so uncomfortable.
I've been in 3 states in less than 24 hours.
How do y'all do that shit? How do y'all not wear drawers?
Well, I don't have anything swinging between my legs, so it's easy to forget to put underwear on.
That shit's uncomfortable.
No,
as
it's
fuck.
just it's a nice breeze.
I'm going to send you another picture in a minute.
Oh, God.
Of somebody else. So in the news, Kanye West has been released from the mental hospital, and he has blonde hair now.
Wow. Fucking Goku from Dragon Ball now?
I'm glad that he's okay. I'm glad to see that he's been released. There were rumors and reports that Hollywood Unlocked shared that Kim and Kanye were going to be divorcing. They're living in separate houses. I don't know if those reports are true, but
Well, it's all over the cover of all the tabloids, so
so do you think it's a stunt? Melissa, you're giving me that you think it's a stunt.
I don't necessarily think that it's a stunt. I do think that Kanye is going through a lot of emotional and mental challenges right now. That is apparent. And that is where my opinion on the matter just ceases to exist.
Got you.
Well, I'm still
That's
a fan of Kanye West, even though he came for Beyonce. Like, I feel like there are things you leave off that you just don't go there. You don't talk about God. You don't talk about Oprah and Gayle being in a gay relationship, and you don't hate on Beyonce. Those are just things that you don't do.
I mean, the reality is,
I'm not saying that Oprah and Gayle are together. I'm saying those are rumors. You just don't attack the queen.
I like the way you said it, though. You slid that shit in there.
I mean,
that's what he
everybody
said.
is turning into the armchair quarterback, or like armchair psychologist when it comes to the Kanye West situation. And just, I don't know, like all I can do is wish him good health and whatnot, prosperity, blah blah blah. Merry Christmas.
Did the Beehive attack him the way they do everybody else?
Did they? I didn't
That's
hear
what I
that.
want to know.
They were actually pretty quiet. I think this will probably surprise people, right?
Yeah.
Because he's a part of the inner community circle. So I don't know, but shout out to him and his family and his beautiful children, and I hope that they're okay. And hopefully Kim comes back to Instagram because I want to see what she looks like. Maybe she changed or something over the last. She ain't been on Instagram in months.
Wow. Or Snapchat. She used
Since
to post
the
some
robbery?
good snaps.
Since she got robbed at gunpoint. Why do you have this suspicious ass look on your face?
I have cramps right now, actually.
Really?
So, I know.
Okay.
That's why I'm like hopped up on a leaf.
So Orlando Brown has been making the news with this video how he describes eating Raven Simone's pussy.
I love that video.
I wonder if that's what made her go into lesbianism, because now she ain't getting no dick, because now he done ruined it for all the men out there that ever wanted to fuck Raven Simone, Lil Olivia. Well, that would be bad to say that, right?
Yeah.
Because Lil Olivia was a kid. Anyway, you know what I'm saying. We'll edit that out, or maybe not.
yeah.
So what do you think about that? Do you think it's, I know he got paid $1,500 because they tried to pitch the story to me. So Russell Simmons paid him $1,500 for that story.
Really?
I'm not paying $1,500 to hear how you ate out Raven Simone.
My opinion on the matter is I can't stand guys who pillow
and
talk,
tell.
kiss and tell. I hate them.
Women do it too. Y'all get some good dick and y'all be on the phone.
No. But you want to know why women do it? Because it's a feminine characteristic to talk to gossip amongst each other. That's why I don't like when men do it, because it is very effeminate. I don't like it.
Listen, as long as we've been friends, have I ever pillow talked? Like just sat down and told you all of my sexual escapades with people?
Don't we do that on the show?
Besides this, but no. But like named people.
No.
I don't do that.
No.
I think that's dumb.
Yeah, no. It's I when men
But for you, it's a conquest. If a man sleeps with you, it's a conquest.
Yes. He going to the mountains with it.
Yeah, well, in the same regard, the same regard could be said for Raven. You know, he's
Nah, ain't nobody get no medal for sucking on
okay, but
Raven
hold
Simone's
on.
pussy.
Remind me who Orlando Brown is.
He was on the show with her. That's a
What's
Raven.
he doing right now?
Talking about eating her pussy.
Okay, then. Thank you very fucking much. That's my point. Is like when a nigga got a fucking excuse my language.
Damn,
my
never heard. You rarely hear that word come out of that mouth.
Boy, this show brings you off brand real fast. The first show you were very coy and yes, you know the circumference of, and then now it's like fucking niggas.
That's one thing I don't like. I do not like when guys pillow talk about a circumstance in which he had with a woman, and because I don't know, things went awry or things just don't exist or whatever the case is. I find that tacky and pathetic. You're sad. I'm sorry.
He's going through a lot right now. He just had a baby that I follow him on Instagram, so he used to be so happy about to have a child and baby this with his wife or his girl, and now he's denying the baby. Like he's just going all off the Richter scale. And
we're hearing all about it. Because why?
I don't know. Maybe, he got a dance challenge out right now that's trending. The Orlando Brown challenge.
That's fabulous.
Yeah, but here's breaking news. Did you see the way he sucked on that trophy?
No.
Go back and watch the video. I've seen that before.
Oh my God.
Is he talking about it because there's a suspicion that he?
No, he's just on drugs or something. He's fucking nuts.
Oh, okay. Drugs.
His
Cool. All right,
so
I get
dilated.
it now. All right. Yeah. No.
Okay.
So now I understand.
In other news, what else is going on in the world that we want to talk about today? We ain't heard much from Donald Trump, have we?
No,
Are you
he will
kidding me?
remain.
I haven't been by a television. I don't know what's going on with Donald Trump.
I read that he will remain executive producer of Apprentice.
Yeah, Celebrity Apprentice. He's still gonna be executive producer. He's stocking his cabinet with a bunch of billionaires that. He puts the guy in charge of the labor department who doesn't believe in raising the minimum wage. That's fucking awesome. Make America great again. Yep. And then who else? He put a billionaire in charge of the EPA, which is the Environmental Protection Agency, who doesn't believe in global warming and climate change. So we're off to an amazing motherfucking start.
But these people, do they have to be approved by Congress?
No, I don't think so. No, he's appointed these people and they are sticking. It's like, what is that? Yo, welcome to the next 4 years. This shit's gonna be gnarly.
Listen, I tell you this.
It's ugly.
This seems like an episode of The Apprentice, doesn't it?
No, it seems like an episode of Mad TV is what it seems like. And he is steady just watching SNL and critiquing it on Twitter. And I'm surprised Alec Baldwin hasn't had a hit put out on him at this point.
Well, Barack Obama has launched an investigation into Russia meddling in our election. So that should be interesting.
And what's it going to do? Is it going to undo
it's done?
Undo the fuckery? No.
Maybe.
It's probably just going to prove what we already suspected, which is that they infiltrated. And Donald Trump opened the door. He left the back door open.
Why does it feel like we just got fucked and didn't get taken to dinner first?
Because we did. Because we did.
Yeah.
We absolutely did. But we have a guest.
And we have a special guest in the building, Preasha, a.k.a. the head doctor.
Yes.
From Legendary Oral LLC in the building.
Yes.
I have a feeling this show is really going to suck.
No pun intended. No,
all pun intended.
Hi, Preasha.
Hi, hello, everyone.
Okay, so you're a head doctor, and not a psychologist. You're an oral sex doctor.
Yes,
expert.
My company, Legendary Oral, provides interactive oral sex training.
So how do you have interactive oral sex training? Like, do people pull their dicks out and get one off, or is it more of like is it really?
It's probably like a pamper party, like with women, and there's like a apparatus, so to speak, where you get to try.
Let her explain.
Okay,
what is it?
Shit, let me shut up.
Well,
I'm already
my
blushing.
company does the training, and it's a mature approach to the subject. And given my 10-year medical background of anatomy and my skill set, I decided to develop a company that could help women in that area.
So when you say you have a mature experience, what does that mean? Because to us, that may be pull out a dick and suck on it and give feedback. Or you do get an A, you get a B, you flunk. What does that mean?
Well, it's a structured course, and it goes over the anatomy and physiology of the male anatomy. I touch on sexual wellness as well. Things to look for before you give a blowjob or give head, as far as a health and safety aspect of things.
So there's actually procedures that go into sucking dick. I thought you just unzip the pants and put it in your mouth.
No, that's not necessarily the route that you want to go. You want to also make sure that the area is clean, it's free from any.
I mean, if we think about it, who's thinking about that?
Stuff. Who's thinking about that?
When you getting hot and ready and getting that oven, who's saying, hold on,
So Melissa,
not necessarily, because I know men, they do this little finger test and they kind of dip in and things like that. So why can't we?
So what's the girls' version of that?
Well,
wait, first of all, not girls, people, because men suck dick too.
Exactly.
Know your
So
audience.
it's for women and individuals. I do welcome men to the course as well. So,
Gio, we should take that
I knew
course.
you was about to say some stupid shit. Continue, Miss Red, Dr. Red.
So, you visually look at it. You want to smell if there's any odors. You want to kind of squeeze for any discharges or anything like that. It's quick. It's something that you could do natural, but if you don't know what
Melissa's face.
I'm sorry, because she said the word discharge, and I was like,
I know, right?
I threw up a little bit in my mouth.
if it's foreskin, you want to pull it back and make sure that there's no smegma or any.
What's smegma?
I love this woman.
The smegma.
No, because we call it the smell. But what is this? Is that the smegma? Is that
The cheese curd.
Yeah, it's called smegma, but I call it duck butter because it's because it's spreadable.
What the fuck do you mean? What do you mean it's spreadable, and what causes that
Like on
cheese?
crack.
That duck butter?
It's the sweat, and it's just shafting and
Because you're
between
not
the pores.
circumcised, right?
And it
No,
has
because I'm just trying to see if you got some duck butter because lunch is coming up.
duck butter and cracker.
I am not circumcised, but I keep my area very, 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 very
Did you
clean.
ever ask your mother why your dick was
I
never
did.
cut?
I asked my grandma that because my grandmother raised me.
Okay.
And then she just said
She's old school. They probably didn't believe in that.
I don't know. I thought about doing it, but I was very upset.
But not to ask too
I was
much
very insecure
because
about
we're
that.
family, so I am not that interested in your dick. But I'm not interested at all.
Thank you.
Just to be very clear. Is it like a little circumcised or uncircumcised or a lot of uncircumcised? Because there's a difference, right?
I got a trunk,
okay.
but it's not like
Is it like a KKK?
it's not like it's not
you
like
know?
it's not like this.
You know what me and my girlfriends were talking about uncircumcised dicks the other day, and I was just like, it's like when your sock is half off your foot. That's what this shit
Shut the fuck up. And why were you and your girl sitting around talking about uncircumcised dicks?
I
Who
don't
had
know.
one?
It's because we're girls and shit like that comes up in conversation. Does it not, Preasha?
Yeah,
All
I
the
don't really
time.
care for them.
Yeah.
So-
It's like a universal odor, and
Not
it
all of
doesn't.
them.
You
So
don't
she's
really
just-
get the friction.
She's hating all on your dick right
No,
now.
but it's never too late. You could always have a procedure and get it
But it's
taken
more
off.
dangerous when you're this old.
No, it's
He's
just
like
like an
46.
elective. It's an elective surgery, and
He's 46.
you
He
just
can't-
do a local, and he could be awake for the whole thing.
What?
And,
I'm good.
yeah,
friend-
I actually seen one.
a friend of mine got circumcised at the age of like 21.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it was-
Well, he said it was really painful every time he got a hard on for a little while because of the stitches and stuff like that. And he kind of had like a Frankenstein looking penis for a little while. But hey, whatever. He just really hated the foreskin and was like, why didn't you cut that off?
Okay, so let's go back to the duck butter. So what creates duck butter around the dick? Because I'm gonna tell you, like, there's not a lot of inspection that has to happen. Once a motherfucker pull a dick out and you feel a little cream and you see a smell, you know there's a problem.
Well,
You
don't
see a
understand.
smell?
I mean, see,
Sometimes it may look
'Cause
like
you-
it stinks.
yeah.
I don't know.
Thank you.
Saved your
You just haven't sucked a lot of
it's a
dick,
lot
so
of
you don't know.
bacteria, and you don't want to get any type of STDs. I've treated every type of STD, and you could get it in your mouth and your throat and gonorrhea.
Okay, so
and
wait, hold-
things like that. Not to be gruesome about it.
No, it's all
Hey,
right.
we need the education. So let's backtrack, because when people hear, the head doctor, Legendary Oral LLC, they're gonna come up with their own, assumptions and whatnot. But you have a medical background.
Yes.
Like you said, you've been studying anatomy, well, you know what? Let me not even try and put words in your mouth. Pause. Tell
No pun
us
intended.
Tell us about your medical background and how you even developed, the idea behind this,
Well, Legendary Oral was born from me having 10 years of medical background and also my love for fellatio. And I've had a very high success rate with male, including celebrities. And I decided that
in terms of them enjoying it?
Head?
Well, yeah, just of my experiences with men.
And we're going to have to get into names in a minute.
Yeah, I mean, that's a HIPAA violation. So just to let you know.
Only if you were treating them as a physician or a doctor. Hold on, slow down.
I'm a head doctor.
Slow down, everybody. I worked in healthcare for 10 years, and I was there before HIPAA, and I was there when HIPAA. HIPAA is only covers when you come to see a doctor or a medical professional. But if you was sucking somebody's dick after the Laker game, that's okay.
So wait, what is your technical medical background? Like, what are the abbreviations that follow your name? Are you a registered, no insult, registered nurse? Like, what are the accreditation behind your name?
I'm a nurse.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay. See, that's what I wanted to know.
Okay, so I want to get back to sucking dick. So if you were, you're going to tell us whose dick you were sucking later. But okay, we were talking about duck cheese. We're all the problem is that the problem is duck butter, duck cheese, anything around a dick with a duck is
that's
a problem.
A stop sign. Yeah, it's a stop sign, and you just have to know what to look for because you want to have a very a good experience. You don't want anything to get in the way. You don't want to have any problems. So, that's something that I want to make aware and go over in the class as well because I want it to be fun as well as educational.
But I'm still trying to learn right now what causes the duck butter.
Oh, okay. It's the skin. It's the heat.
We done covered so much shit. The original question was how do we get the duck butter?
Okay, so it's the skin that goes over it. And it goes around and it's like chafing and sweating and just the friction of the body and then accumulation of the sweat glands around the penis. So,
but can't you just rub it off like before it accumulates?
Bacteria, odor and bacteria go hand in hand. So if there's an odor there's bacteria. And a lot of times men complain that women have bacteria vaginosis.
Oh, I like a little twang. A little twang. A little twang.
I don't understand the people that love these scents that you speak of.
It's the natural pheromone. Every man and woman.
No, but it's a natural
pheromone.
clean.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. A little twang.
Vagina smell. But if it goes into the foul, fishy, sticky odor,
is that what Bernie Mac used to call badussy? Is it
badussy? No, that's when you're having sex in the room, like a hot ass room.
You walked into a room of people who are just excited about hearing dick sucking stories.
Because we talk about it all the time.
No shout out to Giovanni, not like that. But we're gonna get on track. We need to understand more about what you do. So Melissa is gonna ask you some questions.
Okay. So what I wanted to find out was, you said you have an extensive medical background. You have your own personal enjoyable experiences with men. Celebrities. I know Jason wants to know who they are. We'll get to that later on. But let's just say that a group of me and my girlfriends, because we do talk about this.
Yes.
We do talk about pleasure, just our sexual encounters. And I guess every single woman in the world, or maybe not in the world, but wants to know, like, is there a proper technique for getting him to, climax faster, or is that really the objective? Like, what are the questions that you find you're most often asked when it comes to the seminars that you conduct? And how did you come up with the curriculum that you said that you developed?
Okay. Well, the most common questions that women have is related to deep throating. A lot of times women, they find it very difficult, or maybe the gag reflex has been a problem for them. So I would provide different techniques and, giving them different ways to get more inside of their mouth. Questions like that. Because basically women, they all want to get better at oral sex. They just don't know how.
Or men.
Or men. Well, my class is open to everyone, women and individuals, and they just don't know how. And it is an underserved topic. So I developed the company because I felt that I was mature enough to handle the subject that's taboo, that people don't really like to talk about it in public. And a lot of times women are in denial. They feel like, oh, I don't have a problem giving head, but they're not doing it the right way. And men, they're like, yeah, the girls, they really need help, but I don't know what to do to tell her. She's a really sweet girl. We have chemistry. I love her, but that component is just missing.
Yeah.
Because a proper blowjob could not only get your rent paid, but it could actually keep you around for a while. Right? I think. Okay. So in order to develop the curriculum, I'm assuming you have to be somewhat of an expert.
Yes.
So when you meet are you married or no?
Not at this time. I was very long-term married.
So when you
I'm
meet
single.
when you meet a guy, do you tell him like, I'm a head doctor, like I could suck your socks off?
No, no, I don't. I really try to stay like private with that because I don't want people pursuing me just to get a blowjob. You know, it's something that I like to keep modest. I like to keep behind closed doors until I get to that point. And sometimes my confidence, you know, for fellatio can be received the wrong way, and it can be intimidated. Like if I could say, like, you know, I'll suck your soul out, or
Tell you what you ate for breakfast.
But you didn't grow up saying I just want to suck a good dick.
Well,
Like,
I've always loved it, like forever. Like it's, I mean, when people think about what they're passionate about, you know, it's fellatio for me. And
why is there so much?
Every man is
stigma?
gonna want me to give her.
Never.
Yeah.
But
she did.
why is there so much stigma associated with sucking dick?
That's a
Same
really
way.
good question.
That's why I'm here.
Again, no, I just want to interject a
Yes, go
one
ahead.
because it's really relevant to this, and then
Can we please not
Yes.
forget the question?
No. It's exactly about this. I was in high school, okay, and one of my closest friends. My God, she looks so innocent, okay, but no. And she gave a guy a blowjob, and when I say it ruined her reputation, I was devastated. I was traumatized by the things that people said about her to the point where I became so adverse to the thought of oral sex. It really affected me to where, you know, I felt it was extremely taboo up until early 30s. Yeah. I'm not to say I didn't do it,
no, I understand. What
but
you're
it's
saying.
not like I would ever.
You sucked dick?
Yeah, I've had contact with a penis once or twice in my life.
Okay, so why is there so much stigma of sucking dick?
Stupid.
Because I say suck dick, everybody act like I talked about killing Santa Claus. It's sucking dick.
I think it's just perception, you know, like the way that people were raised, you know, you feel like that's something that a whore does, or, you know, someone that's dirty. But I don't know. I don't have those issues. And I want women to know that it's okay to
Or men.
men and individuals.
Women ain't the only people out sucking dick nowadays.
Exactly. So individuals, it's okay. Like, you know, if you're a doctor or a lawyer, or you work as a waitress or customer service,
First
it's okay to please your man that way. Men like to feel appreciated. And if he's providing, taking care of you, taking care of the bills, there's nothing wrong with getting on your knees and showing that appreciation when he comes home in the door.
Listen, I was having a conversation this morning. With Floyd Mayweather. I don't like to drop too many names, but fuck it. He's a sponsor of our show and a good friend. And he basically had said the same thing. He's like, if I provide for you, if I make sure you are good, if I take care of you, if you have no worries in the world but to get up and live the best life you want, I should be able to get my dick sucked to fuck whenever I want to.
On demand. I mean,
God dang, I
in
know that's
between
right.
like a halftime show. And that's also what I want to implement too in the class, like being creative and being empowered. And like, for instance, like if I'm dating a guy, like I don't have no problems dropping you off lunch, you know, going behind the building and giving you a lunchtime blowjob. Why not?
Let me ask you a question.
I agree. Like when Flo Rida was doing music, you should have came to the studio and sucked him off in the middle of his song and then left. His mind would have been all over the place.
Out of nowhere.
Well-
Go ahead. When was the time in your life you said, or somebody said, look, you the shit? Have you ever made a brother come between commercial breaks in his favorite show? Like, do you have a time? Do you have a record? Like,
You want to start with one of those questions first?
that's just the top of the discussion.
He's very excited right now.
Okay, so I've always known that I was very talented in that area because of my reactions. You know, I've been with men that never came from a blowjob ever in their life.
Wow.
So it was the first time for, you know, some people.
How long did they last?
Girl, I've
30
knocked them
seconds.
down and like, ooh, girl, like, I mean, if I really want to do it, like I can knock it down in less than 3 minutes. If I really want to, really want to flex it.
Does a proper blowjob include swallowing?
Well, I mean, to me, it's like you got to do it to completion, and that's the thing too. And it's
Gio's face.
Well, yeah, like
If there was any episode of this show he wants his girl to watch and listen to, it's this one.
Have you swallowed before?
gift certificates are available if you want.
Melissa, the question because I get to throw out questions to everybody. Y'all
Okay,
can ask me.
no,
Have you
she
swallowed
was
before?
not finished talking about the completion, but
No,
so keep
what
going.
she said, what the head doctor said was, I believe doing it to completion, right?
Yeah, doing it to
Pause.
completion.
There was a pause. No, there was a pause. There was a pause. And then the question came to you was, have you ever swallowed?
No.
And you wouldn't? Why?
Listen, I am an apt pupil right now. I am here to learn.
Right now, you're helping the audience who's struggling with the stigma of being afraid of saying they swallow.
That was not. No.
There's
We were not.
There's protein in cum.
You jumped the
and
gun.
you'd be able to know if your man has a proper diet, right?
Yeah, you
By
can.
tasting his cum.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is that rumor that he should eat more pineapples because it will?
Well, it affects like when guys are like on like supplements and things like that, you can definitely taste that. And then if a man like really eats good and clean, you could definitely like taste the difference. And it's just the way people are made up. You know, not everyone has a pleasant taste, but when it's pleasant, it's nice and creamy and milky and it's delicious. Yeah, it's delicious. But again, I developed this class for people to strengthen existing and new relationships and marriages and things like that. It's just not to go out and just suck a bunch of dicks, you know. It's to, you know what I mean?
No, because I was going to say there's homework for the show. All the hosts got to go out and suck a bunch of dicks this week.
Well, it's just when you
Except for Gio.
It's when you find that guy.
I'm moving.
It's when you find that man and you guys are connecting and vibing and everything is perfect. And you want to be able to be prepared to know how to please him because you don't want to miss that opportunity. And oral sex is a very pivotal part of sex.
Could you teach a woman or a person how to enjoy sucking a small dick?
I mean, it doesn't matter the size. I mean,
Well,
a
to
small.
Melissa's, she says it does.
To me, I feel like it's less effort. I mean, maybe you don't feel like it's as challenging because I want something that I feel challenged about, like something I know that's gonna choke and bring tears to my eyes.
Don't move around in your seat because you want everybody to talk about your dick being allegedly 10 inches.
No, he's just really happy right now.
She's just so open. I love it.
He's
Continue
so
on.
excited.
Well, I'm just being very genuine in the way that I'm answering. But, you know, small dicks need love too. And
I love it.
you know, and it doesn't matter. I mean, it's the connection that you have with the person. I mean, to me, that's just light work. You know, it's just less work for me. But
Do you teach your pupils how to play in a man's rectum while they're giving head?
I mean, there's the prostate massages and things like that. And again, I spoke about anatomy and knowing a man's sensitivities and using my medical background to the advantage. So if a man wants anal play, I mean, why not give that to him? I mean, it's not for everyone.
When you manipulate the prostate, is that like the gooch, the taint?
What the
gooch
fuck are
is-
those words?
the
I've
gooch
never
and the
heard it.
taint is
The-
like underneath.
What is a
it's
gooch?
like
Listen to her. She's going to tell you what
Okay.
the gooch is.
well, it's inside. You know, it's
Oh.
inside. You know, just like our G spot is inside. It's inside the rectum, and you know you could feel it and press on it. And you know, studies have shown that a man could have a prostate ejaculation as well. So you know, it feels good to them. So it just depends on how intense you want that to be. But you know, that knowledge is available for men that want to enjoy that, want that.
So to men who if a man is getting his dick sucked and you're playing with his gooch and he seems to find
star.
it enjoyable, that doesn't necessarily make him gay, right?
I mean, it makes his body is responsive. Just because your body is responsive to something that feels good doesn't mean that you're gay.
So to
It
all the
just
men out
means
there
that it
listening,
feels
play with
good
your
to you.
gooch and get your dick sucked. It's okay.
Do you climax from giving head?
I do.
Without
Wow, you are like a
penetration?
dream come true for a lot of men. My God.
I actually had an ex who we were laying in the bed. I'm not gonna say his name, but he said, "I want to show you something." I said, well, "Okay, what?" You know, because I was like trying to go whatever. I was trying to get out the house. He was like, "No, I want to show you something." So he took off all his clothes. He laid in the bed and he said, "Watch this." And he just started like mentally doing something and then just started nutting everywhere.
What the fuck?
Didn't even touch himself. What the fuck is that?
Well, you know,
That is
the
a
brain is
powerful
the
mind.
largest sexual organ on the
Yes.
body. So, I mean, even if he was paralyzed and could not manipulate himself, that
power
is
of the mind
possible.
is
But
crazy.
that would have been hot for me. I hope you
No, we
helped
broke
him.
up.
I
No.
hope you helped him clean that up.
Oh no, I left. I had shit to do. I was just like, okay, that's some Forensic Files type shit.
Now, let me ask you a question. When you're dating a guy, do you give them the full? Every guy you date, do they all get blessed, or like do you treat one guy different from another? Like, okay, like you gave him a good head job, but you didn't swallow his cum, or you didn't clean it up, but you know, do you pick
Like,
and
do I
choose?
differentiate? It's definitely based on how I feel about the man and how he makes me feel. You know, not everyone gets the same treatment. And again, it's just all based on chemistry and how I feel about someone.
I must say this: just looking at you and the way you're doing your eyes and your lips, the way your mouth curves around your cheek, and the way you just did that little tongue thing. You look like you the part. You look the part. Like,
really?
I believe every word you're saying. You know why? Because you believe it.
So back to the dicks that you enjoyed sucking over the years. What celebrities what celebrities have you fucked with?
You said somebody earlier.
No, I've never mentioned anyone. Yeah, that kind of remains
I thought I heard
discretionary.
you say Trey Songz. No, he out here.
Yeah, so back to legendary oral.
I mean, I'm just trying to
you
see if
could-
you have some potential endorsements that we could work on for you. Maybe they hear it on the show.
I mean, people know who I am. I mean, everyone else just doesn't know who I am. So,
But you know how like some people in commercials they have like I've been here and I bought a car. It was great.
yeah, like testimonials.
Yeah, you don't have it. You don't have any celebrity testimonials. Like I
mean-
came by and she sucked
I mean,
that
if
dick.
someone wants to voluntarily say something, that's fine. But you know, it's not important to me. My company and my reputation and things like that, I could build it without name dropping and things like that.
But how? Because unless there's a visual. So Melissa, you are totally against learning how to suck a dick on camera.
Who said I needed to learn anything? Number one,
Well,
and number
let
two.
me be the judge.
Yeah, but number two. No. The audience does not need to know me in that way. There's only no.
Do you feel like it? Do you feel the stigma of? What do you feel?
Absolutely.
What do you feel?
I feel absolutely no stigma whatsoever. If I'm in a committed relationship with somebody that I decide that I want to please that way, I have absolutely no problems and I'm enthusiastic about it. The audience does not need to see what I look like doing that.
But our show will go viral.
I'm not the teacher. I'm not the teacher.
You're the student, though.
I know I am an apt pupil and I am in class for the day.
Even
but
Denzel Washington still have an acting coach.
really?
Yes.
Listen, let me tell you something.
Queen
If
Latifah has
Denzel
it.
Washington puts a cucumber in his mouth, then I will follow suit. Yeah, see?
Yeah,
That day
but
will never come.
that's a whole different. That's apples and oranges.
Yeah. no.
Speaking of apples and oranges, we have bananas and cucumbers. Okay, so Preasha, can you give us a visual for our audience who say, okay, well, she says she's the expert. She talks about knowing what she's doing. She has a company called Oral LLC. She's the head doctor.
Legendary.
Oral. Sorry, we got to get the branding right.
Got to do that.
Legendary Oral. Look them up. Can you give us an example? Can you give us something that we could share with our audience?
Just some tips.
Just some tips,
Yes.
some visual, without giving away too much because,
Her curriculum is paid for.
exactly.
Yes, it
Yeah,
is
this
business.
is to monetize and structured and things like that. But I am willing to give a little bit of a
right.
teaser.
Yeah, and I haven't had lunch yet, so give me one of the cucumbers.
Okay.
But we all getting sick over
Listen,
here.
everybody was
No,
looking
I'm just
forward
gagging
to
right
seeing-
now.
Melissa gagging like she's over
Right.
there trying it out.
Yeah, got that invisible ghost.
You can pick your side.
Wow.
Oh, I'll take this one. I'm easy.
Wow.
So,
Take this.
okay, I don't need a napkin. Okay, so give us a little tip without giving, no pun intended, without giving away what creates the bank. Because at some point I'm thinking I may want to organize a class of certain people to come and learn how to suck on some stuff that we could put online.
I have a bunch of girlfriends that I think are going to want to.
No, but you don't have to be in the class because you over there acting real brand new.
She brought out the hair clip. Yes, when you see a girl do that, she about to.
Gio,
I don't
calm
know nothing
down.
about all that.
No,
I don't have no hair.
my girl got short hair, so she could just do this shit.
But yeah, no, when you put your hair up,
It's
a guy
about
gets
to
very
go
happy.
down.
He's like, oh, word,
She
it's about to go
tell
down.
me what I ate for breakfast.
Or what if she got a Halle Berry cut and she ain't got no hair?
I just said that.
Yeah.
So Miss Dr. Red.
This is some good ass cucumber, by the way. This is everybody should have.
Listen.
Sorry, I'm making a mess.
So you want to let me position so you can still talk and.
Oh, okay.
Is
Go ahead.
everything okay? Okay.
Okay, go ahead.
Oh, just go. Class is a
okay.
session. We're learning.
Well, I mean, hand motion, passion, eye contact, things like that.
Do you ever suck dick with baby oil? Like, because I see some porn where they have some kind of oil and they're jacking it off and sucking it at the same time, and I just don't understand what type of tastes are going on in that
Was
situation.
that maybe it was saliva?
No, they
it's oil?
pour like I'm talking more porn.
Oh, okay, yeah. Sorry.
Do you suggest using any kind of liquid as your?
I mean, you can. There's a lot of oral sex enhancement products. I do plan to come out with some in the future.
Damn.
It's an oral sex enhancement gel that you can also use.
And it's edible.
Yes, edible, and it provides desensitization for the gag reflex. And it also provides a lubricant as well.
I told a story once where I was getting my dick sucked and they threw up on me. And then I just wiped it off and we just kept going.
I hope they swallowed that and kept going.
No, but should they have?
Of course.
My friend told me last night that his
I love Melissa.
my friend. Hold on. Wait for a second. Hold on. I gotta take that. Oh. A friend of mine was telling me last night that his girlfriend was sucking his dick and threw up, and then she kept going. Are you supposed to swallow the throw up and keep sucking?
I mean, well, you're supposed to have good timing. Like you shouldn't like suck it on a full stomach. Like you should know your stomach. I wouldn't recommend that.
That was a whole lot of throw up, and I ain't gonna lie, I was like,
yeah. I mean, that's something that's undesirable. Vomit and sex. I mean, with gagging and things like that. So. You would just not have to have a full stomach or have acid reflux. Maybe try taking a tongue.
That's like taking somebody out to a taco truck.
Taking a tongue.
That's like taking. No, that's kind of like taking your girl to the taco truck and getting her a big burrito and then fucking her in their ass. You know she's gonna shit on you.
Okay.
Okay, but anyway, so continue.
I love her. I just love your approach. You're just so clinical about it. I love that.
That's why you should have took this damn
Listen,
cucumber
I
and
am
sucked
appreciating
on that
from a
Thank you.
motherfucking far, okay?
I
You're
appreciate
so-
it because I do want it to be taken seriously. I mean, oral sex and things like that. I mean, I want it to be a talk, and I want women and individuals to get better at it because it is something that we all do, and women want to get better
Sure
at
do.
it, and they just don't know how. So, and I want to be relatable to women as well. Like I'm a working woman, and I want women to relate for me on all different levels.
My friend said to me the other day that he knows when I'm not sexually active because I have a whole lot of money.
That's hilarious.
Because a good blowjob will get you some Giuseppe's and a nice dinner and whatever else you want. But anyway, okay, so you have the cucumber. What do we do with it? What do you do with it?
Well, I need time to work it. You know what I mean?
We got time.
Okay, just
This is the first.
hey, hold on. Let me take a break.
Wait, she had to take her shoes
Taking
off.
her
to
shoes
suck
off.
this
She got her
motherfucker.
hair clipped up and she's taking her shoes off.
No,
This is
I will.
awesome.
I understand because in my house, in order to give head, it got to be like 68 degrees.
That's hilarious. Like the boy group?
I don't
Huh?
Like the boy group? You said 60?
That's 98
Oh,
degrees. What the fuck is
Just
going
everybody
on
watching
in here?
online right now, she's bending over, shaving this cucumber, not giving me head. So, like, what the fuck, Jason doing over there? He really got into that episode.
Right.
And is there any music to set the mood? I also the music that I guess the
What is good dick sucking music?
Slap on my knob, like corn on the cob.
Is it like the 5 Heartbeats? Or we listening to Tyrese or Patti
me
LaBelle?
honestly, I don't like any music because I want to hear like my lips rolling up
Okay,
and
so
down.
let's cut the music.
and stuff
Okay,
like
so
that,
now the
so.
dead silence.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes. Wait, don't finish yet.
I'm not. I just got started. I need some like 15 minutes or something.
Oh, let me get you.
Don't move.
Yeah.
I'm not ready yet, though.
Oh, you're not ready still?
No, I'm just getting warmed up.
Shit.
No wonder guys cannot last more than 3 minutes after that shit.
I love this show.
Oh my gosh.
This is not fair.
No one's talking.
Like, but
Okay, I'm almost ready. Everyone's.
You talk about the sound.
I'm trying.
To hear that. Oh.
I feel like the cucumber.
Oh. Oh, did you still go? Oh, she's into it. Shh.
Are you guys okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. We're good. You ain't doing nothing. You good?
So. I don't know how to stop. That's the problem.
Hey,
Jeez.
so we'll help you out with that.
Sorry.
I feel like everybody.
At this point, that cucumber's bust a few nuts.
Let me say.
Gio, get a hold of yourself.
Let me say.
But I can go again, though.
No, it's
Wait.
not.
Oh no, you're fine. Let me just say that.
We
You
gonna
can turn
edit this
the music
real
back
quick.
up now.
Turn the music back up.
Let me just say, she is the head doctor.
Yes.
Cause I ain't seen it. I mean, this is what I learned from it. Cause I was eating my cucumber. Cause I ain't doing all that.
What did you learn, Jason?
I learned that thou shalt not give up.
No, it's
She's
being
very committed.
It's you have to be resilient, and you see my eyes are watering.
You were not playing. But I think that if more people gave a motherfucking damn effort and to get it right,
And you
we would have less divorces in this country.
okay? Oh, you running for president 2020?
I might shit. If I could run on a dick sucking platform, absolutely.
Yo, I was noticing do you have particular names or terms for some of the
The hand motions. Well, first of all, this was the biggest one that I could find. Usually, I try to go a little longer and bigger, so that's why I really couldn't get both hands
Right,
on it because
gotcha.
it's like that's not a lot.
Look at Melissa's face.
So yeah, there are terms, I mean, sometimes guys like with no hands, as you saw that I started off with no hands.
Yeah.
Different men want different types of techniques. So sometimes you can add the twisting and things like that, on the side.
When you suck my dick, you got to twist. Like, you got to do all
like
that.
twist and like this way, and it's just different ways.
I noticed
Both
the
hands.
waterfall. The saliva was very It was very.
It was very
get your
thick.
life together.
Very thick.
Very
Gio.
thick, yeah.
What?
So,
You are dying right now.
No, I'm
like
learning.
you're
Wait.
it's
No.
funny just watching him try and stay
hold on.
composed, but it's gone.
For the audience, because I got your back, Gio. He's not learning how to do it.
Yeah.
No, oh yeah.
Because he said I'm learning. I just it was kind of
So
great.
he was just, I'm
Thank
sure
you
he
for
was in
help there.
full
Thank you. No.
full
Well,
fantasy mode, like
was
wishing that cucumber
Well, I
was
do
him.
offer private couple sessions. So I do involve your partner, your significant other. You
So
guys could come together.
You watch her give.
No,
you
it'd
would
be,
watch
I
the-
will bring cucumbers, but you could
okay.
also give feedbacks like, babe, I would like it if you did this way. It's just like an icebreaker and something that couples could do together. And
Have
it's
you
fun.
ever done a couples training where they've actually done the real thing?
in front
No.
of you touched
Okay.
them?
No,
because that's
no.
what I was thinking. That would be dope.
Well, no, I'm not like
Well,
voyeur.
not
A
you,
sexual
voyeur,
surrogate.
yeah.
Sexual surrogate. It
no,
will-
not you doing it. The girl doing it, but you coaching like, now do this with your mouth. Now do this. You know, you got the cucumber. She got my dick in her mouth.
Yeah, well, they could do that once the classes are 90 minutes. So,
Okay.
once I leave, you guys could go right. I could
Gotcha.
let myself out and you guys could go right into
So
it.
how long could, if that was a real man, how long could you? What's your top max? What is that jaw?
If I was
Until-
if I was getting my dick sucked
until
like
they-
that, I probably would have. It would probably have been not real fast, but it'd have been fast. Because like if you don't suck it
minutes.
right, it'd take me a long time.
Like, when does that jaw start burning for you?
It doesn't. I could go like whatever time, like an hour, 15 minutes is whenever you tell me, like whatever you beg me to stop.
But I think-
and
I
then
think-
you have to like give head throughout the session as well. A lot of times people, they just want to do it in the beginning of sex. But to me, I feel like if you're transitioning from position to position
In between,
in
yeah.
between,
That part has been interesting for me because when I watch porn and I see all that, because gay sex and straight sex is very different for the most part. If you're fucking a woman, if a man's fucking a woman vaginally, then he slips it in her ass, and then so when he pulls it out to go switch positions, she should suck his dick then too.
well, I'm clean and,
Right, so she
and
trusts
every
her own
and
poom poom.
yeah, I'm every orifice, and I like the way that I taste. So I don't have a problem going from. I mean, and also people, if they're using condoms and things like that, but I don't have a problem with the way that I taste.
This show is real. This show's real as fuck. No, this show right here, we ain't had a show like this. But anyway, go ahead.
No, we have not.
Yeah, so and normal flora, it's not really. I mean, there's prep that people do for anal sex and vaginal
Yeah.
sex, so you could prep that area and do different enemas and douches and things like that. I don't feel comfortable with my body to go from anal to vaginal sex or something like that because of you don't want to disrupt the normal flora and bacteria growth happens. So I don't have a problem. You could, from taking it from here to there. I mean, it's all sex and natural, and if everyone is clean and cohesive, you should be able to make those transitions from position to head and back off. Like if I want to get on top and get back off and suck it again. And those are the things that I want to make individuals aware of. Be creative, be unpredictable. One time when I was married, I picked out some clothes for my husband at the time, and he came into the mall to try things on that I had pre-selected, and I gave him head in the dressing room and left the puddle there for someone to clean. But
Where is he
I like
now?
spontaneous.
Somebody's gonna have to get that.
I like spontaneity too. I think because I think that you can keep your relationship vibrant if you are doing spontaneous random shit.
exactly.
Okay, you do not have to answer this question, but everybody wants to know it at this point. Because you are so sexually free and quite talented,
Thank you.
Christ. How the fuck did you get divorced? I mean, it's
It was
Great question.
cultural differences,
Okay.
and religious differences.
Okay.
I mean, it's still important aspects to relationships, like your bond, your commitment. If you feel like a person has your back, sometimes things just don't work. Sex don't hold a relationship better together, but it does enhance it.
I do have a question for you because
Yes,
this
yes.
was something that was said on this show before between the three of us. And I have said that a woman will stay in a bad relationship if the sex is really, really good and leave a relationship if like a good relationship if the sex is really, really bad. Would you tend to agree with that notion? It's a generalization. It's not an absolute.
Yes.
But would you agree with that? In terms of how important sex is to women, because I think that men get it twisted and don't really process that is as important to us as it is to them. Sometimes it's even more important to us.
Yes, and I feel like men think that we want to eat the same meat and potatoes every day.
Nah, motherfucker. We
And
don't.
they feel like they want variety and assortments of women, but we also want to have our emotional side fed, and we want to feel desired as women, and physically fulfilled. You know, like sometimes guys, they don't condition themselves to go the extra mile or be able to perform and have endurance or know, like, you know, I need you to know like my vagina from inside and out, because I'm gonna know your penis inside and out. Like I'm gonna know how to please you. And sometimes guys, they don't. You have to have angle recognition. Like if you know that it's an
Great
angle.
term.
There has to be some strategy.
Great term.
Yeah,
Like,
you have to remember, like, if you like that, hitting that back wall and over to the right, and you have to remember that.
Listen, I had somebody I was fucking with that would show up at my house like 3 a.m. And everybody that knows me knows I do not like people popping up at my house. But they would pop up at my house at 3 o'clock in the morning just to give me head and leave.
Yeah.
Amazing. I actually would gravitate more towards that person than I would somebody that I have to schedule it out or got to plan it out. It's just, I don't know. I think everybody watching this show needs to have an end goal.
The angle recognition.
And if you're sucking my dick, recognize that end goal right after this motherfucking show airs. Because God damn it.
Wow.
We believe our audience deserves to learn something new every day. And today they learned that, you know, and although we have been enjoying and making humor out of the experience, seeing it, because, you know, there is a little discomfort when you see somebody sucking on a fucking cucumber.
Yeah.
Because
Not too much.
maybe.
That lasts for about 5, 3, 2, 1 second.
no, shit got real. Shit got real. So this is a legitimate business. Just so that we're clear, it's a legitimate field of training someone how to pleasure their partner.
Exactly.
And so talk a little bit more about exactly what people can, where people can find you, what they should be looking for, what you could teach them, and how it can help enhance their relationship.
Well, I have a website, legendaryoral.com, and you could go there to book a party. My target markets are bachelorette parties, just for fun, girls' night out. I do couples,
We're going to talk to Floyd and get the money girls again.
girls' night out, private couple session, corporate, affluent clientele, private, discreet, Hollywood clientele as well. I provide full discretion with training clients, and I handle them in a medical type of way. So nothing won't ever be disclosed about who I'm training.
See, I met her one day when I was getting a manicure on Melrose, and she didn't tell me that she was doing all this there. You told me
And
you were.
yeah.
Hold on. She told me she was in the medical field.
Yeah.
But I'm like, she
And
didn't
I've
tell me
known her
she
for
was doing
years,
all
and
that.
I never knew.
Well, how long ago was that?
It was about 6 months ago, maybe.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay,
we
okay.
just met casually and we talk, but you know me, I just keep it very,
Discreet.
very
Yeah.
calm
You
and
keep
discreet.
she keeps her mouth closed.
She's very word of mouth. Very word of mouth.
Yeah, I wish I had one. I can't think of one.
Don't hurt yourself, Gio. It's okay.
So
Don't worry.
Gio, now that you've seen an oral expert show you how to do it, are you going to go home and teach your girl how to do it?
Does she do it anything like that?
No,
Oh, yeah.
it's not.
Yeah.
I don't think it's. See, this.
I'm going to go home and get a banana and be like, baby, you got to do it
No,
like
no,
this.
not a banana. Cucumber. Banana. No, she just said bananas are
I have
whack.
a ve- I have a-
Yeah.
and,
That's child's
and it
play.
needs to be 10 inches with a tree trunk like you.
I have a picture perfect memory. I
Allegedly.
can definitely guide her and tell her.
There's nothing wrong with
She
that.
already uses. Well, I can go. She already uses. She does 70% of what she was doing.
Yeah, well, that wasn't very long, and I didn't really get my tempo. So,
Yo, tempo. Those rhythms to this shit.
well, yeah,
Duh.
you do have to have a rhythm.
Don't you be done
Sorry.
over there.
So, Melissa, what did you learn?
Wow.
I'm not gonna say nothing.
Because you say you don't really give head that long, right? You said well, on one of our shows, you said that your head game goes no more than like a few minutes or something.
She said 15 minutes was her max.
No, 12, I think.
Listen. What I learned is, I don't know. Maybe I need to do some exercises to improve the muscles in my neck or something like that. Because Jesus, like that was impressive.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
That was impressive.
Well, you need to learn ASAP.
You're funny.
And I just want to help women and individuals get better, because it all comes down to, pleasing your partner and your
Yes.
significant other. And that's what's important to me. So
that's what I'm trying to say. If she doesn't learn ASAP, her relationship is going to get a little rocky.
no.
It just went over everybody's head except mine.
So hilarious.
No, but there's other aspects to relationships and connections and personalities and things like that. It's just not about
you can have a
giving
fucked up
good
personality. I have an amazing magnetic personality most of the time, but I also have a very holy type personality too.
That's facts.
If you suck my dick, you get Jesus' son. I'm gonna give you whatever you want.
Jesus' son.
But you just gotta suck it right. I will say though, if you don't suck my dick right, I will stop you, and it's over.
That's true.
Well, I always say you have to suck it like your life depends on it, and a lot of times it does.
You survived. You
suck
lived.
it like your life depends on it. That is
That's
a
what
fucking
Terrence
shirt.
Howard shit say. I need you to give me head like your life depends on it. That's some Lucius Lyon shit.
Okay, wait, what's so?
I like that line though.
What
You better suck this dick like your life depends. Then just pull out a little knife and lay it on the bed.
Preasha, it is clear that you are a pleaser. Okay,
Yeah.
it is clear that you are. But when it comes to you and you getting head, what's your take
I
on
don't want
that?
to talk about eating pussy. No, I'm just playing.
See, that's the problem right there. Men don't give enough of a shit
Oh,
about.
I love eating pussy.
I mean, I know you don't. But what's your take on that? Do you enjoy receiving as well as you like giving?
Yeah, but I would
Kinda
want
like
him
the
to be
baker who likes to
Well,
bake,
I
but
just
doesn't
want
really
the
like to
men to
eat.
be at my skill level.
Oh, yeah.
If possible. I know that's a hard bar to.
It's the standard's pretty high.
Yeah,
The standard's pretty high.
Yeah, so I want him to be nasty. I want sound effects. I want him. I want split everywhere. Like
Split? See what
Spit.
they can do? A split?
Spit.
Oh, spit.
Excuse me.
Is it? Are you talking about eating vagina
You guys
stuff?
would
Because I
just
tuned out.
If you met your match, I swear to God, you guys would slide off the bed and out the fucking door. What I just saw.
So when I have so many more questions, but I think what I'm gonna do. This is what I think I'm gonna do. We should convene a group and do a class and film it all.
No, but then if you
'cause
film
then-
it all,
Oh.
then who would pay me?
Oh, that's true.
Exactly.
Well, we're going to pay you
It's
to
not.
film
It's
it.
not
Well,
suck for free.
I'm gonna send a couple niggas your way.
Hey, I got him. I got him.
Wow, Miss Preasha.
and Melissa Ford.
Just get your life together, Gio.
I'm good.
Yeah, no, I don't think you are.
I'm good.
Yeah, you all right?
Well, I'm good.
Stand up right now.
I'm gonna tell you the lesson of the day for me.
Stand up right now.
When you throw up on the dick, swallow it.
Oh God.
That was some new shit.
Okay, and on
I don't
that,
think I could let nobody suck my dick again after they swallowed. That would just be too much. Swallow the throw up?
Well, it did come from inside of you. It's not swallow someone
She's
else's
just
throat.
gangster. She is
Better
gangster.
say it.
I can't.
What else
Gangster.
can you? I don't know what else to do. You can't stop.
Wipe it off and try again.
But again, it's all about timing and preparation and things like that. But
And proper dieting. If your diet is right. I was vegan for 30 days, so.
Yeah, and if you learned anything from this show, just keep a bottle of Tums on the bedside table, all right? Or in your pockets, because spontaneity counts for something.
All right.
On that note, I think we should wrap this up.
we have, and wrap it up.
Wrap it up,
wrap it
people.
up.
Oh, wait, last question. Never mind, I'm not going to say that. Do you think it's appropriate to suck a dick that has a condom on it? Do you think it's...
that shit.
well, for me, I want to have that connection. So if I feel, but
Safe with them.
yeah, I don't
plastic
know.
is a barrier.
I don't want to give head with a condom. I know that it's safe and safe sex, but I want to be with an individual that I know that I can trust, and we've gotten tested. So, once the floodgates are open, I just want to feel that closeness in my mouth.
Clearly, when the floodgates are open, they don't stop.
Well, the floodgates of heaven going to be blocked. We keep talking, asking questions. Okay, but we're out of here.
Bye, everybody.
Okay.